Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. And this one is, well, it's a big one, isn't it? It's another tournament one. So that's right, I'm playing as the Greenskins, and I'm against Tzu Devil, who is playing as the Lizardmen. So this is the my first match in the second group stages of Shadow Online Gaming's YouTuber Championship tournament thing. You know the drill by now. So yeah, here I am. So this group, whoever wins this group goes on to play for first place against the winner of the other group, and second place in this group means playing for third and fourth place, which is pretty damn cool. So the stakes are pretty high all of a sudden. Although, I guess you were still fighting to stay in the tournament in the last group, but somehow this seems more tense. So, pretty cool. So anyway, this is a bit of an iffy matchup for Greenskins, but I've got my secret weapons here, the squigs. That's right, 400 quid unit secret weapon. Seems odd, but they've got a ton of armor piercing, and they have mass. That's the two things you really need. That's the things that Greenskins really suffer with in this matchup, because what tends to happen is a big dinosaur goes, oh, you know, rusty arrows, they're expensive and need killing. Oh yeah, these goblin archers, that damage will add up on my big guys. I'll just run straight through the line and just stampede them all and crush them all and break everything that could possibly hurt me. Yeah, the mass will help a lot. And honestly, that armor piercing will do a ton of damage. You'll be very surprised, because the thing is with Greenskins is they have so many ways to bolster melee attack that it doesn't matter that they're an anti-infantry specialist. You give them so much melee attack, they can hit anything. It doesn't matter, you know. So you're laughing. So 4 squig herds, not done yet. 4 Night Goblin Squig Hoppers. So now we've got some poison in as well. Also Durkit Squigs, which is better, aren't they? Yeah, they're just better units, which is nice. Also a couple of Goblin Big Bosses, one on a Spider for poison, but I don't need to double up on poison, so I may as well save myself a couple hundred in funds and get one on a Wolf as well. Also over here you can see Wurzag. Wurzag is definitely something they're going to want to snipe out early, which is why that mass is brilliant, because Nets of Amantok are also kind of useful in this one for the Lizardmen, because sniping out Lord is super vital. So, yeah, having Wurzag is risky, but I got my squigs. I've got my squigs, so I should be okay. And the beauty of him is, obviously he's got War, everyone's got War, you know, it's Greenskins. But also, here we go, so that plus 44 melee attack seems pretty great, right? 44 melee attack in an area. But no, it gets better. He's also got the Bonewood Staff, which is just a thing that Wurzag has, and that's going to be plus 13 melee attack. And that's map-wide. That means everyone in my army will get plus 13 melee attack. So I won't be inflating the stats of just the stuff I'm casting spells on, but anything. I've also got Brain Burster because it's nice and cheap, and I can just spam that to keep getting that plus 13 melee attack, which is pretty damn substantial. So also Rusty Arrows for Sundering Armor, Warlord's Boys for Sundering Armor, Archers for shooting stuff, Goblins in the back, just so I can peel them off and soak up any sort of chameleon or skirmisher fire, which is great, and a couple of big uns for some extra anti-large, and to help go toe-to-toe with some of the infantry. Speaking of Saurus Warriors with shields in the front line, you see here, there's the Star Chamber Guardians, which are pretty damn resilient. They've got Guardian, which will help out Mazdamundi here, but big target Mazdamundi. He's going to be a big target for all of my arrows, which is nice, and hopefully I'll be able to bog him down. Also, 2 at Saurus Scar Veterans. They both have the Plaque of Dominion for lowering melee attack, and of course, usually, a couple of Carnosaurs, they'll be able to just push straight through and eat whatever. Also, the Saurus Scar Veterans, while having the Plaque of Dominion, which is good, they don't rampage, which is vital in this matchup, because it's so easy to rampage something and then just leave it fighting whatever, you know, you don't have to worry about it. So these guys aren't going to rampage. So, speeding things up, you can see immediately Wurzag is going to get netted. So he's netted, but my squigs are in. My squigs are in. I have a wall. And back here you can see my Night Goblin Squig Hoppers did push up and around. A little bit too far, actually. Honestly, I didn't have to do it that much. But here we go. The War has been procced, and Effigy to Git has been used on this Saurus Scar Veteran, which is being shot to pieces. Effigy to Git will do damage as well as net them in place, and this Saurus Scar Veteran has managed to push in, but I don't think Wurzag is netted anymore. I managed to delay them long enough to get Wurzag out, but God, Wurzag's in a lot of trouble here. In a lot of trouble. Look at the squigs are running. Squigs are running, but the other squigs are charging the back, which is pretty nice. Saurus Scar Veterans all coming for me. Oh God. But War is looking brilliant, and also got Here We Go on all of these guys, so you can see they're all going to be just tremendously good here. 80 melee attack on an armor-piercing unit. Yeah, good luck. Saurus Scar Veteran, though, taking stupid amount of damage. Look at that, he's almost broken. I've got my big bosses trying to tie them up, and now Wurzag is escaping through the trees on his War Pig, which is pretty great. So that's one Saurus Scar Veteran gone, and I'm just going to chase him off with some squigs. Now, on to the next one. So the next one, still being harassed by my goblin big bosses. A concerted effort to kill the goblin big bosses. The big bosses will die in no time. I mean, look at that amount of damage this one's taken already. But it almost doesn't matter, because I'm just delaying them. You know, they can die. That's great. Also, over here, things are being vanquished. The front line of Saurus is not lasting. All the Saurus warriors are gone. It's only the Star Chamber Guardians left. And Wurzag still just running around. And over here, just a huge amount of fire coming in for this Saurus Scar Veteran. And he's getting Apotheosis to get his health back up. Very wise. And over here, I think I'm about to hit him with a Brain Burster. Any second now. I want to get that plus 13 melee attack on everybody. Yeah, there we go. And a bit of damage on the Saurus warriors. Almost causes them to break. And everyone gets plus 13 melee attack. So that's 36 on Night Goblin Squig Hoppers and the anti-infantry. So use Here We Go on units that are fighting the big boys. You know, because you don't have the anti-large, so you want as big stat bonuses as possible, but everything else, you're kind of fine just with the anti-infantry and the Brain Burster triggering Bonewood stuff, you know, that'll do. So, over here, you can see another Saurus Scar Veteran is getting chased off. So, yeah, Goblin Big Boss, he's off. That's the one on the spider. Okay, he's running off. And now it's just Wurzag, but I got all these squigs back from various fights, and I'm just going to throw them all at Wurzag right now. So, he is going to try and shield himself and shield the old ones, give himself some damage resistance and some extra leadership. But here, I've got my archers just focusing on the Star Chamber Guardians now. I might as well, you know. That's the thing, though. 85 armor's not the best in the world for such an elite unit. Just cheap archers can actually whittle them down rather well. And there we go. That's it. Army losses. Mazdamundi didn't even want to fight out till the end. He was kind of done. There's a big boss in there, a ton of squigs. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, guys. Squigs, OP. And I've actually got, I think it's Sladex I've got to thank for this. Because, yeah, it was a while ago he was sending me a ton of replays of just Greenskins with a billion squigs fighting stuff. And actually it works out great. In matchups that seem really tough on the surface of it, squigs tend to just not be accounted for. I mean, the Lizardmen here. Imagine one change, right? Imagine these Saurus warriors with shields were Saurus warriors with spears and shields. Okay, better melee defense, and they got the anti-large to fight off squigs. And they got the charge defense. Do they not? I think they do. So that would be great, right? That would suddenly be so much better. These squigs wouldn't just completely smash all the Saurus out of the way and focus on the big dinos. The Saurus would be able to fight back and stay alive. They'd be more resilient. They'd buy more time for the big monsters to take out any key units, such as the Lords and Heroes. So it would really help out, I think. It's just a simple change. But people don't tend to bother bringing a bunch of Saurus with spears. You know, a lot of the time they think, yeah, it's the Saurus, they'll kill all the orcs. You know, the orcs are just going to terrify away if you've got all your big dinosaurs left, so you almost don't need them. You know, you almost don't really need them to be getting much killing done. You just want them to hold if you're going to go with such sort of, you know, a goon squad like a Mazdamundi and two Saurus Scar Veterans, right? You want a holding force, not a killing force. So, yeah, because any of this stuff, a big charge from these three, they're going to lose half the unit, and they're going to terrify immediately, and you can move on to the next. So it's really just the squigs that are a problem, but no one ever plans for squigs, which is the beauty of it. No one thinks, oh god, I'm going against Greenskins, I better make sure that I can stop 8 units of squigs. Yeah, because that's bound to happen, right? Well, here, it works. It actually works, so you've got to prepare for it. You've got to prepare for it. But yeah, Tzu Devil's army, though, I really like it. I think this is a solid idea. I think generally, like most Greenskin armies, would really suffer here. If I was going with sort of Orc Boar Boy Biggins or something like that, the Saurus Scar Veterans just do too much damage to them too quickly, and they break, because they have terrible leadership. So the Saurus Scar Veterans do brilliantly here. Squigs are the only thing, because they're so cheap, you can just keep throwing more. And that's what does it, is the numbers, you know, and the huge attack buffs mean that I mean, that's the thing, a 400 funds unit with 80 melee attack? It's silly, isn't it? It's silly. So suddenly, it's performing way better than it ever should. And that's why it does great. So, yeah, love it. So, yeah, Tzu Devil, though. Big dwarf main, which I think is amazing, because you don't get many dwarf mains, because dwarfs are a bit of a tough faction, right? They have a lot of pretty tough matchups, so definitely go over to his channel, because, yeah, it's all dwarfs. Whenever he's in a tournament like this, it's always tough as hell for him, because he has to play other factions, and he just doesn't generally play other factions, you know. He will practice for these tournaments, but dwarfs are his thing, and I think that's admirable in today's current balanced climate. Poor dwarfs. So, yeah, guys, go check him out. He's a good dude, and good channel. Also, check out Shadow Online Gaming, who's hosting this tournament, and he is playing every single game in this tournament, whether it's mine or anyone else's. They are all on his channel. He's doing them every day, which is amazing. So go give him some love too, especially for organising this, because otherwise I wouldn't be in these matches. So go say hi. So okay, I think that's enough admin. Okay, the next replays I won't do as much admin because I've got it covered here, right? Because this is the first in this group. It's been a few weeks since the last group, so I wanted to get that covered. So I hope you guys appreciate it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's always fun to see squigs jumping around like lunatics. It's one of my favourite things in this game. That's why I love Greenskins. Anyway, so guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.